Tag TV, and Tag Radio, rapidly becoming the leading technology new media in all of Georgia and the Southeast. This edition of Tech Talk is brought to you by Integrated Learning Services, integratedlearningservices.com. Wait, worry, or take control. At integratedlearningservices.com, increase sales, productivity, and client retention. Lower training costs. integratedlearningservices.com. The vision? Create a different kind of claims clearinghouse, one with a single focus on the medical physician. Client service was an obvious demand, but not just average. It had to be world-class. No complex layers and tentacles of claims processing. In a word, it had to be streamlined. Then to finish off what it would take to be a major leader in the industry, it had to increase profitability for its clients. The solution? The most advanced Internet technology available, with automated accounts receivable management front door to back office. The vision became a reality in 2000. Less than 10 years later, it's a market leader with a 96% client satisfaction and 97% renewal rate. Greetings, everyone. It's Thursday, June 17, 2010, and this is a special Premier Member Focus edition of Tech Talk with Technology Association of Georgia President Tino Mantella. In fact, today's Premier Member Focus is very special, as it represents a plateau of achievement and support of TAG by today's company, as it is named the 100 to join the Premier Elite. As the TAG organization rapidly grows in thousands of both company and individual members. Meet Navicure, a leading Internet-based medical claims clearinghouse founded and headquartered right here in Duluth, Georgia. Not just a clearinghouse, but one ranked fastest growing nationally in 2007, 2008, and 2009 by Deloitte Fast 500 rankings, and in 2008 and 2009 by Inc. 5000. Tino speaks with founder, president, and CEO Jim Denny. With more than 15 years of leadership experience in the healthcare and technology industries, Jim has held a variety of senior management positions with NDC Health's provider, Healthcare Transaction Group, PepsiCo Pizza Hut Division, National Reference Laboratories, and Bioanalytical Technologies. Now up to the Premier Member Focus, Navicure, TAG's 100th Premier Member, and one of the industry's fastest growing and most dynamic technology solution providers, as Tino speaks with company founder, president, and CEO Jim Denny.
Jim, thank you for joining me on Tech Talk today.
Thanks, Tino. Happy to be here.
So, Navicure, let's tell our listening audience a little bit about the company and what you do.
So, Navicure is a web-based healthcare technology company. We provide a web-based application to physician practices that enables them to more efficiently and effectively complete their billing. So they use our solution to send claims to the insurance companies, and then we monitor the process and add value by making sure that the claims conform to the payer's various rules, that the staff in the office understands what the issues are that they should be working on. And the net effect is the practices get paid faster, the write-offs are reduced, and the productivity of their billing staff is markedly improved. Beyond technology, we also have a service component, and that is that we answer the phone in 3 rings or less. So when they're talking to us or when they call us, they'll always get somebody on the phone who's experienced and can help them resolve their problems over 90% of the time in that first instance. But in any case, they'll always end up talking to a person within 3 rings.
Very good, and you're in this very hot health space, and I know your company's been growing like weeds, as they say. So how long have you been in business, and where do you stand now just in terms of company size, whatever you can tell us in that area?
Sure. So we started the company in 2001 with 4 employees, myself and 3 other colleagues who worked at what was then NDC Health. It's now part of McKesson. And we are today, we're roughly about 150 employees, and we are servicing all 50 states. We've got a direct sales force of about 20 folks out in the field, some of them here, some of them remote. But the balance of our employee base is here in the Duluth. We just moved into new offices, and everybody is based in the U.S.
Very good. You mentioned that the 4 of you worked together previously, so tell me a little bit about that.
Well, so, anybody who's ever been to the doctor's office, many times you'll leave and then you'll end up thinking that you have completed the cycle of payment only to find something in the mail indicating that you're still on the hook for something. And really the problem with that is that while there are some regulations in place, the industry itself is made up of a lot of proprietary technology solutions. And when we were at NDC, we saw the effect of that firsthand. Proprietary technology at the insurance companies, first-generation technology at the clearinghouses, and relatively unsophisticated software in the doctor's offices only exacerbated the problem. And physicians simply were not able to fully understand how to get claims paid, and it was worse back then, I think, even for patients with managed care. It was difficult for patients to understand what was going on. So we felt that if we could develop a solution that would create a lot more transparency in the process, essentially illuminate for all of the parties what's going on with the claim, that there would be a real benefit for everyone involved. And so that's in essence what we did. We had the benefit of starting from scratch. I'd like to say that we were smart enough to know that the Internet would be as powerful as it is, but we knew there was a value to it. We just didn't fully appreciate how much. So we knew that having a single instance of our application, though, would be really powerful. So we wanted to build out a solution that was transparent. I think we did that in the technology. We also knew that again, this client service component was critical. We serve the interests of doctors, but we also want to make sure that the insurance companies benefit in some way as well. And so by providing great service, we're able to connect the two parties and help both of them understand more clearly how they can both work more effectively to get claims paid. And so the benefit really is in helping everybody better understand, principally the billing service staff, better understand what the problems are. And we benefit from all of this information being in a shared database. And so if we solve a problem for Dr. Johnson in California, it might be beneficial then for everybody else in California who's using the solution.
And how quickly is the physicians community adopting to all of this? I mean, they are embracing now the web-based services, and or is there still a lot of market penetration to be had as these companies become a little more sophisticated?
Yeah, no, great question. So it is, the market itself is, from our perspective, wide open. There's federal legislation in play today that is designed to encourage physician practices to adopt electronic medical records, and there's a sizable benefit for them when they do that. And so that there's a deadline looming over the course of the next couple of years for physicians to get on board. So that's a big catalyst for physicians to review what their technology solutions are and to consider making an upgrade across the entire system. So we're not a part of that directly, but we benefit from the fact that they're looking at new technology in general. So if somebody's looking to get a new practice management software solution or electronic medical records, chances are we'll get a chance to pitch for the business. To your broader question, though, the web-based technology is absolutely terrific for healthcare. There's a lot of complexity in the fact that we can distribute our solution without having to install anything on the desktop is really terrific. So I would say that on balance, probably 15% of the 1.3 million providers in the United States are using a solution like ours. So we think that there's a tremendous amount of opportunity for growth going forward.
So that's a good segue into the final question in terms of your vision for the company for the future. Where will it go if you're talking 3 to 5 years out? What do you see?
Well, to put it sort of in the economic circumstances for the physician, the Journal for Healthcare Affairs has said that on balance, most practices are leaving anywhere between 18 to 22% of every dollar on the table as it relates to expenses and write-offs related to billing. And we found that practices who use our solution are seeing tremendous improvements in both the number of dollars collected and the speed and the reduction in effort. So we think we can whittle away at that percentage, and our goal would be to get it somewhere in the single digits, between maybe 5 and 8%. And so, if you think about healthcare being today, one of the, if not the largest, percentage of GDP, it's a huge market with, massive ramifications if it doesn't get solved. So, our goal is to continue to develop our solutions as well as services that make it easier for more and more physicians to recoup that money. And we all hear it every day. Doctors are under pressure from a reimbursement perspective, and this is essentially found money that's right there in their practices, and they could all essentially get a raise without doing much more than embracing easier to use technology.
Well, Jim, thank you for joining me on Tech Talk today. Congratulations on the growth of your company, and you also happen to be our 100th Premier member, so congratulations on that as well, and just best of luck as you move forward.
Great. Thanks, Tino. Appreciate it.